Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Miranda, and it's so great to be back going on a trail. After all this rain and the possibility of a hurricane, I haven't been able to go out, but now it's time to go out. We're hitting the Powell Creek Preserve in North Fort Myres. So without further ado, let's dive right in and get started, because I cannot wait any longer. We made it to the Powell Creek Preserve, and it is a filtered marsh. So here they have a board, I'll insert it now, and not only does it talk about it being a marsh, but it also talks about, or shows the before and the after. Which is actually kind of interesting transformation and a good use of empty land. And now, since being here for less than probably 5 minutes, I've seen so many different birds. So we're just gonna dive in, check to see what else we have around here, and kind of enjoy it. It is kind of a warm day, but it's not as bad as it has been. So while we're walking around, we'll talk about this hurricane that just came through. Fortunately enough for me, it didn't hit us. It didn't even come close to us. We didn't get no rain from it, no wind from it like we were supposed to, which is a blessing. Because one, I didn't have to lose a day of work or anything like that. And two, there's no damage, or really nothing happened. It was just business as usual. But I do feel bad for the people of the Bahamas. You know, usually when a hurricane hits, it takes like 6 hours to go through, 8 hours for it to 100% go through sometimes. But for these people, they had to endure this hurricane, category 5 hurricane, for 48 hours. On top of the hurricane they had to deal with storm surge and then constant flooding. I think they said that the water rose like 20 feet. People were in their houses, like beautiful homes, and they were on the second story, and then they were in the attic, and a lot of people ended up losing their lives over it. Just heartbreaking to see, and devastating to know that that's a vacation spot. Like 2 weeks ago, people were there happy, enjoying life, and now it's kind of leveled, and they're rebuilding. And I mean, they're already working on getting people on cruise ships and going through, but I just saw in the news today, well, not 100% in the news, but it was a Twitter of a news reporter, and he had a video of one of the cruise ships saying if you don't have a United States visa, you had to get off. And they said about 130 people had to get off because they weren't allowed to go there. Now, typically, you're allowed to go from the Bahamas to Florida with a visa, or no, not a visa, a passport and a clear record. But, you know, it's usually by plane. But they said they were going to waive it, but now they're told it's not. It's just heartbreaking. I feel so bad for them. And I know we sent so many boats with supplies from the East Coast over there. So there is helping soon after, but these people have nowhere to stay. It's heartbreaking. But like I said, thankfully on my side, we didn't have to deal with that, but they did, which is just devastating. Like I said, it stalled. It stalled over there. It didn't move. I've never seen a hurricane I've never seen a hurricane stop moving in my whole life. Like, it just stayed there and pounded them, and then it finally moved. It took, I think they said 48 hours, maybe a little bit less, to finally move through. But oh, my heart breaks for them. But relief is being sent. There's a bunch of places that you can donate to if you wanted to. Maybe I'll find some and put it in the description, or you know, just thoughts and prayers. It's really sometimes all people can do, but anything helps really. So, but enough with that stuff. We gotta dive into this trail because it's a gorgeous day out. The filter marsh over there is looking beautiful, and I see what else we can find.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
If you look closely, there's a bird right there. Here's a better angle of it. There we go. Did you see what I just saw? What timing? That was awesome. That's the highlight for the day. Hands down, I don't care what else we see. Alligator, turtle, otter, doesn't matter. That wins. That was awesome. So I'm over here looking at these ducks like, oh wow, cool, another duck. Meanwhile, I didn't notice the one in the wide open. I think this filter marsh is probably one of my favorite places to be now. I mean, the Corkscrew Swamp was really cool with all the animals we saw, but catching all the ducks and the egrets out and whatnot, it's really kind of, I mean, you hear them chirping and whatever other sounds they make, but it's just so nice, especially with the sun, or the light blue sky and stuff. Can't beat it at all. So, as we end this trail, there's this, we parked over there. That's the end, so we're almost there. So as we come to an end on this trail, as always guys, leave a comment down below what your favorite part was. Rude duck. What your favorite part was. If you liked it, leave a like, share the video, let your friends know what we're doing out here. We'll finish the outro with our friend. So, let your friends know all the cool stuff we're doing out here in Florida. And if you haven't subscribed already, do so by hitting the button down below and ringing the bell when you hit it, so you know every time I post a video. With that being said guys, it was me, Miranda, and I enjoyed this hike. I'll see you on the next show. See ya.